Well, here on the Rural Radio Network, I'm Joe Gangwish. With us in our studios at Lexington, we have Ronnie Green and his wife, Jane. Ronnie, you are new chancellor for the University of Nebraska, so congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. We're very excited about it.
On the Whirlwind Tour, looking at a large part of Nebraska, tell us why you're touring the state and what you're looking for.
Well, we've had a regular kind of annual trip that we do out to western Nebraska every year, and often this time of year in the spring. And so we had planned that before the Chancellor announcement was made for me to have a chance to get up to the Panhandle Research and Extension Center, West Central Research and Extension Center at North Platte and Scottsbluff, Sydney to our High Plains Ag Lab, to the International Wheat Research and Education Center at Grant. And then to see a couple of producers and folks in the business along the way at those stops. So we're doing that the next few days, and ended up at Curtis at graduation at NCTA on Thursday afternoon. So be a good chance to in my last week as the Vice Chancellor of IANR, starting the new job next Monday, a chance to get out and see our folks in western Nebraska.
Yeah, well, that's great. We're glad to have you. And you brought your wife, Jane, along. Jane, tell us about how excited you are to be involved in this process.
You know, we are thrilled to be a part of this process. Nebraska is my home, so I am thrilled that at this stage of our life we are living here and that our family can be a part of making the University of Nebraska a better place. And you all know there's nobody better than Ronnie Green to lead that, so we're quite excited.
That's exactly right. And you mentioned the last couple of weeks here of being the Vice Chancellor. Tell us about the process of finding a new Vice Chancellor.
Well, I go into the new role as the Chancellor next Monday, on May the 9th, and I'll announce that same day that we're starting the national search for both of the Vice Chancellor roles that I've held this past year, the Vice Chancellor for the Institute of Ag and Natural Resources and VP of the NU system, as well as the Senior Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. We have those committees now formulated that will lead the search for both of those positions. They'll be happening in parallel. So two committees, one for each position, a search firm that will be working with us nationally to recruit candidates to the position. And what I'm asking the committees to do is to have finalists identified for both of the roles, hopefully by early October, so that we can determine who the new people will be before Thanksgiving and have the chance for them to be on campus at the first of the calendar year. So we're excited about that. I'm expecting very good pools of candidates for both of the roles. When leadership turns over at a university like we're doing currently, and for us the first time in a decade and a half, there's a natural tendency for a level of excitement to be associated with that for people looking at roles like this. And to be able to hire both of them at one time makes it even more interesting and exciting. So I based on the level of interest we've already seen and people we've heard from, I think we're going to have quite robust pools of candidates for both positions.
You guys have got to be excited, though, about the reception that you've gotten from folks in the state that love the university, involved in the university since the announcement.
Yeah, it's been affirming is the word I would use. We've heard from a lot of people, thousands of people literally, that we know and that we don't know as well, that really care deeply about the university, that are excited about the appointment, and I think excited to have someone that knows Nebraska and knows the university well, and so we don't lose any ground, so to speak. And I think a big part of that, in all honesty, is that Jane's history in the state and her family's history in the state, and our children having grown up here and been part of the university. It's been pretty affirming. Overwhelming, too, might be another word that I'd use to describe it. Emotional, very emotional for us the last couple of months especially, but just hearing from all these people has been really affirming.
Yeah. Jamie?
One of the things I've found heartwarming, too, is the level of support he's had from the faculty. These people that he's worked with for the past 6 years, and some for just the past year, but the excitement they have going forward with Ronnie, and they know what kind of a leader he'll be, and I think they feel very good about that and are just very revved for the future.
I'll add to that, the ag community that we talked about for the last 6 years on your program in KRVN is, people are very excited about having a person in the role that does come from agriculture and understands agriculture in the state and the importance of it here in the state. But they also have a little bit of trepidation about who's the new ag leader going to be. They really have high expectations. They want a person who will keep that momentum and keep moving us forward in big ways. And so they're kind of putting that on my shoulders and saying, you got to get a really good person hired in that position, which we'll do.
Yeah.
We're very excited about. So.
Yeah. Well, good. That's reassuring. And while we've got you here, you guys are co-chairs of the Cattlemen's Ball. So Jane, tell us about Cattlemen's Ball.
Well, we are very excited to have Cattlemen's Ball in the Lincoln area this year. It rotates around the state. It's an excellent fundraiser for the Fred and Pamela Buffett Cancer Center at UNMC. We're doing things a little bit differently this year. We are hosting the Friday night part at Innovation Campus. It's new, it's exciting. People want to see it, and we're really excited to show that off. And the second day then will be at Tori and Trevor Linneman's south of Princeton. So that'll be great.
Yeah, and we're pretty excited on the Friday night portion. As Jane said, a lot of people haven't been to Innovation Campus and seen the first phase of it that's now open and operating. So we'll be hosting that night there. We think hope we'll have around 1,500 people joining us that night on Friday, June 3rd, I think is correct. And as part of that, at the Friday night event, and again on Saturday night at the big gala event, there's an auction that's held of items that have been donated to help raise funds for cancer research. So on Friday night, since we're on campus, we're having a number of the Husker coaches join us from the Husker Athletics program, and they'll be the bid takers. So it'll be kind of a fun evening to be there with several of our prominent coaches, in the audience. I think our audience will get a big kick out of that. And then on Saturday evening, the full day of events down south of Lincoln, as Jane has said. So we hope lots of people come out and support that. Really worthy cause. We both, Jane and I both lost all of our parents to cancer. So it's meaningful to us, as we know it is to a lot of people. Cancer is part of our life. So we hope that people will come out and support it.
Yeah. Once again, guys, congratulations. Thanks for stopping by the Roll Radio Network.
Yeah, good to be here. Thanks.
Thank you.
It's Ronnie Green, new Chancellor for the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. His wife, Jane, joining us here for the Roll Radio Network. I'm Joe Gangwish.